to the customer. Yeah, very free, very easy to understanding. And our vision is fulfill all IT needs for all of the user. And you can see our solution right now for every part, including the gateway, internet gateway, until to the data center and also the DR. We also can be provide a full solution to the customer. Yeah, end-to-end solution. Right now, Sangfor is around 4,500. Actually, right now it is more than 500, 5,000 employees. Yeah, in the 18 years. Yeah.
Head office in China, right?
Yes, in the head office in China, and right now we also got around over 60 global branch office. Yes, and 40% is the R&D, because we are the software vendor. Yeah, we defining us. We are the software vendor. Okay. And this is our headquarters. You can see the atmosphere is quite chill. We got the haircut. You can see haircut in the kindergarten too, and got gym massage. Yeah, in our headquarters office. Yes. And the style is quite look like the Google.
Google, look like Google.
Yeah, yeah. Right now it's over around 70 global branch office. But in the overseas market, mainly we focus is in the Southeast Asia and the EMEA, and EMEA market. It's about 40% R&D. We also have 4 R&D centers. Yeah, 3 in China. The other one is in the US, Silicon Valley. Yeah. By the way, we also got the CMI level 5 certification. This is the highest certification. Level 5. Finally is about the R&D budget. Because we view the R&D innovation is very, very important for Sangfor. So use the innovation, we can keep the growth. So we will investment 20% of the total revenue in the R&D every year. Yeah.
For Thailand, how many staff?
12 staff in here right now. Yeah, we got the 12 staff, and we are fully channel market. Channel market. We don't have the end user. We only follow the channel market. So we got the distributor and also our key partners and some resellers. Yes. And some of our first, maybe you never heard before. We are the first company to announce the 3rd generation HCI. You guys selling the Nutanix, right? And you may know that including the server virtualization, hypervisor, right? Storage virtualization, and also network virtualization. Apart from this, Sangfor have this kind of virtualization. We also provide the network function virtualization, because we come from network security, such as virtual firewall, virtual proxy, virtual SSL VPN. Right? We also can be provided together with HCI solution to go into the customer provider. Look like the software-defined data center solution. Yes. Another one is we are the first company to converge the next generation firewall together with the web application firewall in one box. Yeah, it is provide the total protection for the customer. And finally is about the first company to launch IAM. Maybe you just mentioned about IAM, right? Internet Access Management. Yes. Internet Access Management. Maybe you are different portion. You are expert in VDI, but it is the security product, network security product. Yeah, can do the authentication, bandwidth management, application control, or URL filtering and keep log. This kind of function. Finally, is we as I said, we will view it. Innovation is our blood of the Sangfor. Yeah, it's Sangfor culture. So every year we'll keep the growth by the innovation and keep the investment for innovation. Right. We also got a lot of patents, including the Chinese patent and US patents. Yeah. Okay, this is some of our solution. Actually, it's a full solution, but some of them maybe not selling in Thailand yet, right? And it is our Sangfor security. Security include network gateway security, cloud and data center security. Finally, is endpoint security. Yeah, it's the fully security picture right now, right? And gateway security right now we are all selling right now in Thailand. We including 4 products. Next generation application firewall. Okay. And another one is, as I said, user management, user security is about internet access management. Another one is SSL VPN, such as the BYOD or the some branches office, which remote that the security, right? Finally, is SD-WAN, software defined WAN. We just announced this product in Thailand.
This is the software.
It's the hardware box.
Oh, hardware
It's
box.
hardware box, but it's the software defined. Yeah, we call it once you plug in the cable and you can use, including the VPN, load balance, and also the security function. Mainly it's focused on the branch office. Yeah, SD-WAN. I think very hot right now. It's very hot.
Right.
Yeah. And another one is cloud security, cloud and data center security, right? Apart from this one, such as the hardware firewall or in the IAM can use in the cloud data center solution too. Another one, we also provide some security awareness, right? It's the look like the monitoring platform, and we have some how to say that to deploy in a different point, and then can get a whole report from the whole network. For all of these kind of such as cloud security resources pool and the SaaS security, security as a service to provide to customer. But right now in Thailand, we are looking for, we wanna sell in here, but we are looking for some of our partner such as some ISP too. And finally, the endpoint security is EMM and EDR. This one maybe next year we will sell in the Thailand. So mainly we are focused in here, and the hardware too, for the gateway security and data center security. And another picture is about our cloud, Sangfor cloud solution. And enterprise cloud, we have actually right now we have 4 cloud to be fulfilled. First one is enterprise cloud, cloud desktop and public cloud. Finally, we also have the branch cloud. Provide, but this is another 3 word to fulfill. Enterprise cloud, we provide first one, a cloud platform, we call ACMP, right? Another one is HCI platform, is look like the enterprise to build a software defined data center solution. And another one is application delivery. This is the LeBlanc, you can see the LeBlanc. Another one is cloud desktop, VDI. You are very expert in VDI. We have the end-to-end VDI solution. Everything belongs to Sangfor, including the hypervisor, storage, thin client, right? And server, we also OEM. We also can provide the hardware together with the software, together to customer. Except the keyboard monitoring, Microsoft license and Windows license. Okay, except this one. Others about VDI part, we can provide everything. Finally, is the private cloud. We also build a private cloud to the customer.
Where is it near the data center?
Right now, we planning to build in the Hong Kong. We're planning to build in Hong Kong. Maybe in the near future, we're also looking to build in the Thailand too. But for the public cloud, mainly right now we are not too much focused. Right now because we are enterprise level, we are more focused on the in here and in here. For the public cloud, we are just looking for the business model with some of our partners. Finally, I just want to show you that our product performance, right? We got 6 products enter in the Gartner, and all of these 6 products sell in the Gartner, sell in Thailand right now.
You get a cup.
Yes. we got the certification.
Everything is in the leader quadrant, right?
No. We are in the niche player. This one, I want to honestly speak.
I see.
Because we only doing the Southeast Asia market. We are not going to the Europe market and US market yet. So but Gartner is come from US, right?
I see.
Okay, some of the others partners and certifications, right? Some of the security such as NSS Lab, ICSA. We also partner with the Microsoft and CEE. About the support, you just mentioned about we are viewing the service is very important for Sangfor business. So in Thailand right now, we investment around 12 staff for Sangfor Thailand is the local support, right? And apart from this, we also got the distributor.
It is a
All
Chinese.
half. Actually, it's 60% is Thai staff, and 40% is Chinese staff. Yeah. And for the SIS is our sole distributor. Yeah. And they can provide the professional service to us too. Yeah. Apart from SIS, we also have some other value-added distributor too, such as IT Green. Yeah, ACA. And EROM, this kind of the distributor company. Yeah. And apart from this, we also support such as CTI. We also have the call center located in Malaysia, provide the 24/7 for the calling and remote support. And you also can open the case where the email and also we have the online. Yeah. Okay, this is some about the technical support for us. Mainly, we are strong in here, local support. We have the local engineer to support in here. Okay, some about our global branch office. Mainly, you can see that is the Southeast Asia, right? Because we are the Asia product. Okay, until 18 years, we got a lot of customers in a different industry: government, education, enterprise, ISP. Or even some of the financial. Yeah. This is the worldwide, and then you can see some of them is in Thailand too. Yeah, in some of the Rajapasong Sunata, right? And the Sipatum Mahasalakam. Yeah, this is the worldwide, but some of them is in Thai. Such as Sipatum. Sipatum, we designed all the gateway solution for the Sipatum University in the Bangkok, and also in Chonburi, and also in Khon Kaen. And I just want to show that the different province we also can be support, right? Mahasalakam, Ubon Ratchathani, yeah, it's no problem. Government, also a lot of government from Thailand, you can see, yeah. The biggest one, I think it should be the Royal Thai Armed Force. Yeah, Royal Thai Armed Force, and also Air Force is our big company, and Ministry of Industry is also our MOI is our big customer too.
They also use city cloud.
Right. So as I said, we have a lot of maybe the same customer but different portion.
Right.
So it's our opportunity too.
RID also, Royal Irrigation Department. We do IoT for them.
Oh, I see. RID last year just brought us 65 units for the IAM in the different branch office. Yeah. And just now, right now, we just renewed MA. Yes. RID. The whole office. And the solution is quite interesting that at that time is different. In every branch office, we deploy one IAM, and in the headquarters, we just central management.
Right.
Okay. Others is some finance and banking. But in Thailand, right now we different. We did very few about the finance and banking. Yeah, just Gumsi set, Bank of China, right? Some of the set. Yeah. But the KTB we just sold inside in the beginning of this year. Yeah, KTB in the gateway. Okay, enterprise a lot. I think enterprise is quite a lot. Such as in Thailand, Terminal 21. RIS is provide the IT service to the central group. Yes. And the BEM, right? MRT. Yeah, your customer, right? But you never knew Sangfor before. Okay, hospitality and some 5-star hotel we also did good. Yeah. Right. And some ISP and healthcare. Yeah. Okay, that's it. Just want a quick introduction about the Sangfor that you more confidence.
Sure.
And apart from this, maybe for my idea is last time I shared when I discussed, and Kun Manas also suggest me to go to team, and the cooperation point for my thinking, we can be such as the HCI and VDI, right? It's one of the choice of you, and for many concern later you can listen it from. Honestly speaking, For the solution right now, it be equal to equal customer requirement. Our solution is the same, totally is the same, and I can guarantee about the performance. For the performance, you can use us for POC, right? Very easy way to solve it. And another one is, in the business way, we are more flexible compared with the Nutanix or Citrix. Yeah. Normally, so let's say like this: if apple to apple requirement in the customer part, right, the requirement is the same, maybe our price will be more cheaper, around 20 to 30%. Yeah. But apart from this, I will guarantee our partner margin normally is over 30%. Yes, based on the good budget for the good price for the customer and for higher margin to partner too. Because it's our culture. Because we are fully channel market. We don't enter to the end user, right? So we will guarantee our partner margin first.
And this is Mr. Suvat, PC
Looking.
engineer.
Yes.
He also experienced circuit for almost 100 projects.
I think Mo is our job itself should be the expert in the Citrix. Media casual. So maybe enter to here. We're going to a little bit about the ADEX. For the idea for us is, as I said, I just want to show you, right, our solution. Maybe you can have some questions compared with Citrix. What is the difference? And what if you want to know more about our solution? Then Steven will show you. And for the nearly next time, maybe next week, I will give you some of demo of us and to let you testing. Yes, it's really testing for you.
Okay, so my name is Steven. I'm responsible for the pre-sale technical team in Sangfor, Thailand. So I will have a quick introduction about the Sangfor VDI, we call ADEX solution. ADEX. Sorry, this slide. Okay. So I think for the background for VDI, no need to introduce. They have a lot of experience, mainly for management and for the data security of the user side. So we'll introduce the VDI solution for. So no matter which VDI solution, the main concept is similar. They move the desktop to the virtual machine in the virtualized environment and play it to the different endpoint. So this is the main concept, and we are thinking the value of VDI for three aspects: security, operation, and reliability for long-time use and the life cycle. But as we're doing the VDI solution, I think when I stay in China, we already started business about, I think, 5 years ago. At that time, when we're starting to do the business, and we're starting to find out VDI seems a good solution, but maybe not every customer choosing it. And so why customer not choosing the VDI as the first choice compared to PC? There is mainly 3 points about the pain point of the customer choosing it. Maybe sometimes they think the solution is more complex than the PC, and compared to apple, to the cost will be higher. And at the early phase, some user feels maybe not satisfied with the performance, if not well designed. So we focused on these 3 points to design our solution. So we think how to make a happy solution for the customer. So we make solution to be the end-to-end. So what means end-to-end? Maybe let me see the whole structure first. We're starting from the server end. That means we provide our appliance, Sangfor appliance, which have the pre-installed system inside. And this appliance will support the general version or the GPU version, depending on the customer requirement. And on the top of it, we have the server and the storage virtualization. So at the beginning, we don't use the traditional SAN anymore. we use the, if you know HCI technology, like virtual storage bundled in the solution at the beginning phase. And we have our hypervisor we call ASV.
Sangfor hypervisor.
Yeah, you don't need to consider to use like third-party hypervisor, so it's all bundled solution. And on the top have a VDI controller, virtual desktop controller. And this one also have a hardware appliance and software appliance. Like a software appliance, if the user is concurrent user is less than 300, we provide a free software appliance for the user to use, which can support like the HA inside the system. So this is for the server end. By the user end, we provide our own thin client. We have two modules, which is 200 and 500. The main difference is the 200 is based on Android and ARM system. 500 is the new module which depends on the Linux and x86 platform. And also for the PC, the smartphone like Android, iPad, all support our client. So you can access from both thin client and PC up to the custom choice. It's not fixed. But as you can see, as Lucky just now said, for this whole solution, we provide everything from the server to the user end as a packet to the customer. So this concept will be more easier when you're choosing, when the customer or the support for the choosing the product. You know, need to consider, okay, thin client need to use whom and the server need to use just one packet. And also because we are a software company, so for the server side, if you want to change to third party, we can also provide the support, just software and active license. It's also okay.
Can we use the Sangfor VPN, SL VPN to integrate?
This solution, later I will introduce, this solution already integrate the SSL VPN inside. So this is the overall. And for the feature level, just have a quick introduction. All these components together can finish for technical term, can finish the installation of all the components. So no additional AD, no additional DHCP server, no additional like SSL VPN gateway you need it. Everything already bundled inside. So for the user management or for your deployments will be quite easy.
The GPU brand from
We use NVIDIA. We have the contract with NVIDIA globally.
Tesla.
Yeah, Tesla M10 and M60. This is right now it's a general solution for every vendor. Yeah. So the whole solution design on for concept: secure, effective, smooth, and stable. So under each secure, I will introduce some basic features. So for authentication, as just now I said, by default, we provide 6 types of authentication methods. Local password, I can integrate with Reduce or LDAP. Dynamic token, SMS, USB token, hardware. So all these things is already integrated in the controller platform. It's not necessary to bundle with LDAP or any other system. And all these authentication methods you can combine. You can choose 2 or 3 combined together to make a higher security when the user access to the desktop. Second, from the security, we also call end-to-end. That means from the user side, we have the security like a host checker to check the host is secure or not. The platform itself have a built-in firewall to protect the platform to be secure, not be attacked. All the transmission, as just now we said, all the transmission is by default encrypted by SSL VPN. So it's a default module. No need to add additional appliance or add additional cost. It's default inside. And for the feature user data, we can provide data encryption for the user in the system and control access. Different user may be access to different type of desktop. And some special features. For example, if you're using the PC to access to the virtual desktop, but you want to export some file from the virtual to local PC. But if the user want to keep this secure, we can do the audit. Which file it will export, we can keep the whole file to as a cache in our, we have a report center. The admin or the management level can check what the user export. Yeah. So right now, I think as I know right now is the only solution. Sangfor can Sangfor
I
have
see.
provide a solution.
I see.
And
every import have to be approved first.
Not approved. It's like we have a, you can do it.
Audit.
We have an audit.
I
Like
see.
every export depend on your setting. Every export option, like you export a document from the virtual desktop to local to do some editing. We can audit. We can keep a log about who export which file, and even can keep the cache of the whole file. So the admin will be able to check so what the user doing with this file, what the file if they export some sensitive file or not.
Can we schedule export? Schedule.
Schedule export, I mean
Schedule the time, right? The time.
when create report.
this one can that one is actually the log.
The log.
It's a log. You can do in the schedule to, as I remember, you can do in the schedule make some report, and you can search in the log as you want.
เก็บได้นานเท่าไหร่ถึงปีนึง
How long can we keep the data?
Depend on, because that platform is not on the, this platform is not on the, it's not on the appliance. It's a standalone server. It's like we provide the software. You find a VM to install. So it's depending on how the space the bit. So this VM you also can put together with the platform, because at hypervisor you put the inside together. Very easy. Second, for the security, also about the leakage part. The user, okay, you from the network, from the data, you can for sure every solution can protect the user not allowed to copy data from USB or print out. This is easy to control. But another two things maybe sometimes it's hard. First is about the screenshot. So if someone want to leakage some data, they can do the screenshot and send out. Okay. So first we can do the anti-screenshot. This not allow them to do the screenshot. And okay, screenshot may be easier, but another thing, I cannot do screenshot. I cannot send out the data, but everyone have mobile phone. I can take picture. So how to avoid the user to take picture? Actually, I cannot control them to take picture or not. I cannot control the phone. But what I can do is to provide a screen watermark. So on the screen we have the watermark on it to show username, IP, company name, something like that. So even you take a photo, the photo show something like that. So it's also it can be traced back. And all the watermark thing can be customized. Yeah. So it's like for the high security. So it's like if have a high security requirement, because in China some like government and some designing company is quite liking this feature. So second, talking about efficient. So as I earlier said, the end-to-end solution, just the component is more easy. Just a server and our software will be full VDI solution. No need to have AD, ESLT server, SSOPN. So already inside. Yeah. So some aspect we test. First, for easy to set up, as in our test, in the real test, 100 desktop takes about 5 minutes to set up. From actually it's like the same deploy the golden image, something like that. So click and 100 and finish about 5 minutes.
Good news for you.
It's not easy.
Yes.
And
This
for
is the real test. This is the real test.
for the management, we keep it. Oh, sorry. For the management, we keep it as the. Actually, you will have only two console, web-based, fully web-based, to control everything. I think maybe 90% of your time is within one console. Another is just some basic setup. And right now can also provide polling, have a pool of share of the desktop. And as you know, the thin client, there's no need to, thin client don't have any data on it, so there's no maintenance on it. If the thin client broken or have anything, change to a new one, plug, and you can continue your business. The solution will be cluster based. You can be expanding as you grow. We start from one server, one node, we call one node, and you can expand into as many as you want. And this is the example of the management.
She asked like, how can we buy like one node?
Yeah, we can start from one node.
Just one server, right?
One
Yeah,
server,
it's
like the basic design. One server, maybe some a little SSD and SATA can use.
May I ask you something? If you back to the previous slide, you said the number one is rapid desktop setup. May I ask you something? Previously, Citrix come to AMR Asia and he present about Citrix Cloud. Citrix Cloud.
Mm-hmm.
They offer like they divide Citrix solution into like two zones. First zone is management zone, and the second zone is workload zone. For the management zone, they said that no need to set up anything, just make it on cloud and pay per use model, and it provide like rapid desktop setup, and it provide like a huge savings, something like that. So we have any model to compare with those models.
But that
So
model,
you just come to us and just
but that model is like just put like a controller in the cloud.
Right,
and
right,
control
right.
it.
right.
Right now it's like this. For most of the case we're doing right now, we mainly focus for the we say on-premise one. So everything will be converted to the controller, and the workload will be on the customer
Yes.
side. But we're also doing some testing with the XSS. They have their own cloud service, so we already start to put our VDI service, VDI as one of the service part in their cloud to provide service to the customer. We're testing this also okay. Can be a module can be discussed.
Right.
For the main module we provided, if project by project, maybe we say that it's mainly on premise. If we are talking about more bigger business module, I think we can involve with the SS Cloud because they are already doing the test with their customer. It's quite okay for the result. And I think in next 2 months, we also will continue to have the new launch for optimize the WAN connection.
I see.
Yeah. So that will be more easy for the customer.
For AMR, we just familiar with 100% on-premise solution.
Yeah.
We never go any workload on cloud.
Because workload on cloud maybe.
Vendor keep talking.
Yeah,
So we are discussing.
Actually, it's depending on many things, not only about the
Yeah.
solution, only about the link and feeling and the system, how to move it.
Right.
Yeah, because many people want to use the VDI cloud because their business are moving to the cloud, so they want to put it together, or it will be local have business cloud with desktop in the cloud. The connection is not good, so
Right.
maybe maybe these two can discuss more details.
I'm not so sure that it's gonna go in Thailand or not, because like every media is talking about cloud as a service model, but I'm not so
I
sure.
think it's possible that.
Until now, I think in China it's very few. I think for the media market is quite big in China too,
Yeah.
and we talking right now a lot of customers using VDI, and the market is going up again for the VDI in China too. But until now, as I know, for the cloud VDI, not too much, very few. As Steven said, for the cloud environment, is quite complex, related to many things.
Right.
For the one key value for the customer, why wanna go into cloud? It's easy to use, I think.
Right.
Easy to management. Just wanna plug in, they can no need to manage anything in the local part.
Right.
So depend on customer, type of the customer, I think. Especially for the government, I don't think they wanna go into
I
cloud.
don't think.
Yeah.
Because
Yes.
Not go.
Yeah.
I heard from, I also meet some customer, they ever use the cloud service from other like INET, they provide this kind of thing. But sometimes they test and the using always facing some issue about maybe slow. Okay, on cloud is easy to use, but it's hard to control the performance and everything.
Right.
When they say slow, and that side is sometimes hard to find out the root cause. So for the IT also don't know how to. But if on premise, you know how to monitoring, how to troubleshooting. Something.
And then,
He said that about the branding.
Right now the speed.
The speed.
As last time we tested, in the next optimized version, the full speed for the full use, less than 600K. That means full use, not only
Full
for if you just for you basic for typing, maybe just 120, 150 is okay.
KB.
In the next release, it will be nearly the same with the switching level, switching protocol. Okay. So some feature for distributed software. So you can do only distributed software. No need to shut down the VM to do the update of the software. Application management. This point is I always say, I no need to use with AD. Like if the user don't want the end user to use some applications, we can control directly on our platform. Normally this way also can be done by AD. But if you don't have an AD or you don't want dedicated AD for the user, we can provide the feature directly. We can do the policy to limit the user. You cannot use which application, something like that. Yeah, but if they have AD, they can move to AD. Depends on the choice. Maybe this way we can do more flexible use. So all the troubleshooting can be done from the UI and have a full process. The third part about the smooth, first we introduced for the GPU solution. I think this part is very similar for every vendor. It's NVIDIA Tesla GPU. We bundle the solution into our hypervisor, like this one. Have the virtual GPU on the server side, and we bundle the coding inside our hypervisor together to build a solution. So right now, it can support like the 3D application to optimize for Windows 10, something like that. And for the transmission, we have our own protocol, SRAP. As we tested, the normal transmit efficiency is 6 times higher than the RDP protocol. And also, this protocol can support like dynamic image filter, like even when the traffic is not stable, we auto filter or blur some, lower the quality of the picture or something to reduce the speed. Another important part for using with VDI, I would like present to customers, they always asking one thing, how you support the peripherals, printer, scanner, something. So what we're going to do with the technical name is called zero bus driver mapping. So maybe the details no need to explain too deeply, but I can say the real usage is the same as PC. Plug in your device, and in your desktop will come in with the driver. Same as PC. If you don't already have driver, it can detect. If you don't have driver, it start with the driver mapping and install driver and can go. No need to, for the user side, they no need to change or do any special setting on their client side. Just plug and play, same as PC side. No need. We use the template. You can install all the driver in template and distribute to every user, or the user can install driver by themselves, depend on the real design.
It's no universal category.
No, no need. Yeah.
That means you don't have, right?
Yeah.
What I understand by what he's talking about, for Citrix we have like universal print driver, but for you guys, you don't have. Right?
It's
Not
for us we use a
Sangfor.
real driver from
Real driver.
Yeah, from inside.
Got it.
It's not about printer, any device. We tested for because early this year we test not only for printer, we test in some hospital, like the small printer and the scanner, and even like the camera something. Also just all the same way.
I see.
ทเวนสแกนเนอร์ทเวน
And also the card reader or USB key something like that.
We just, for me, I'm not a technical guy. So this means the driver no need to install in every VM, right?
Normally the way is because when you deploy the VDI, you have the template or golden image. We deploy in the image. If you have new update, you can deploy in the image and update to the user.
Okay.
So actually, the user side, in the good design, we're thinking it should not let them to install, just in some special case if they have some new device. And for the performance, because talking to every customer using VDI, the key point is about the IOPS. If you've got a lot of VM running on the same server, how about IOPS? Even earlier, we also use the SAN storage, but sometimes we find using the SAN storage is sometimes hard to control the performance and maybe the cost. So finally, you ask, after we released the VDI HCI solution, we also combine the same technique inside the virtual storage. So it's basically have the caching tier for SSD to operating the hot data and the HDD layer to handling the cold data to keep the long term, and also everything can provide a backup inside. So the performance is for sure enough right now. And last point for the stable, all of the design of the solution consider about the redundancy, network and the storage panel will be separate, and the physical can support the aggregation or 10 gig link. The system itself is cluster based and distributed file system. All the file you also sell the Nutanix, you will know that is using the multiple copy technique. One data, as means basically one VM will keep two data on different two nodes to do the replicate. So right now it's about 2 or 3 copies for the user. And also have the like the HA, auto HA, when one node failure, the VM will auto migrate to other system, continue business. This is the basic thing. So this just now is about some features, overall features. And maybe I share one case study. This is one of the earliest case from Hong Kong. The university, Hong Kong office actually is from Macau. It's a university library. The workload, the main point is the workload of the customer is quite high to manage PC. So after we deploy the solution, we doing the schedule power on power off for the PC, and they can easily adjust the performance if they need and install new systems. Also, another one advantage is because Sangfor have a strong ability in the security and network management. We have a lot of customers which have already used like a Sangfor IAM or firewall. So these two solutions, like VDI and the IAM solution, can be integrated to do the working together. When the VDI user log in, this side can do single sign-on for the internet. So easy to do the integration and do the whole solution for the customer.
For the small customer, can we use the ADS on the normal server, not Sangfor server?
We also can provide the software only solution.
Can.
But the server, maybe the server we need to a little bit reevaluate about the performance. If the performance we think is okay, then you can use it, no problem.
From HPDL.
Yeah, HPDL is same.
Based on x86.
Technically, any x86 can use, but for the detailed spec, we need to sizing and evaluate.
ก็คือเป็นทางเลือกเป็นทางเปิด
And another case is from the this is the customer service center, also to reduce the failure rate, recovery. And right now we have a new feature for the customer, like how to say, one-click recovery. The user can, if the user facing any problem about desktop, for example, because we have the built-in backup feature, so we have the regular backup for the user. If the user someday, when they open the laptop and find out, okay, effective is ransomware is locked, so they have a button on the menu, on their client menu, one click to recover. They can recover by themselves to the last version backup. So to help them to recover the data. No need, if the user is familiar with this way, no need the IT admin to involve.
Just only one click, right?
Yeah. We like a one click have a wizard. This one I can show a little bit.
เรายังไม่เน้นครับ
Mainly we focus on promise first. On cloud, right now we also
Yeah.
have this one.
This one is the device we deploy as SS cloud.
Is the demo. Actually in the internet.
ก็ลงเอเจนต์เลย
This one is well 4G connection. I think should be
Is
okay.
the agent, or we support agent, or also the you can use agent, or you can use the web based.
อ่า
You can log in by web based. It's auto installed agent, and next time you can use the agent to log in, or you can also use the web based. So for this one, per user you can design different desktop. You can choose. Okay, maybe some user last time we talked, they need two desktop, one for intranet, one for internet. Okay, they can choose maybe intranet, internet. And when I click, it's auto. If you only have one desktop, they will auto connect.
Can be fixed VM or as you mentioned.
So you can see this
can
this
be shared.
Maybe a little bit. You can see this. I set the policy already for the watermark. It shows like this.
เราจะมา
This is my username, Sangfor, and my IP address, and MAC address, what the time, and some like comment I can change like
AMI share.
some other like critical data like top secret.
Ah,
just manage
But I think it's maybe too.
where is the server
In the SIS.
or SAS
Yeah. We build in the cloud in the SIS. This one is a BDI based on cloud.
Maybe due to the memory because they have a restore desktop.
on CPU on internet
Yeah, this one I connect by 4G.
4G. Yeah.
4G
This one is the last time backup. So the user, if you want to recover, they can go next and go to recover by himself.
enter okay
And enter okay, you can recover.
to be ensure
1 นาที
开个视频看一下，
会员卡，
这样你的可能就别看。
有可能对别人点出去。
หัวจะมาแล้วเขาแก้ได้เป็นสีพันธุ์ให้รอ
ก็ไม่เป็นไร
ใช้ได้เยอะเลยมีเหมือนกัน
别人卡是。
Yeah, because I think 4G connection is not stable enough, but I think still okay for the basic browsing or something.
The Wi-Fi maybe will be better.
If the LAN or Wi-Fi should be better. For basic usage, it's okay. And next version will also optimize more for this part.
แล้วเช่นกัน
can be
เขียน language ไทย
Okay, but I think this platform.
Oh, you want to change Thai language, right? Oh, I see.
Yeah, but maybe this one I don't add the Thai language.
Can share.
For sure. This just for system.
Yeah, it's just for the language, for the Windows, right? Easy. The same with your laptop.
Yeah.
It's same client
Yes, the same client. If Windows can support Thai language, it should be.
It's not related with our this
Yeah.
part is not related with our solution. Yeah. So this is for it's like that. And if you need this one, I can generate one account for you for
Sure.
basic
Yeah.
test.
Is force full screen only? Full screen desktop.
I think this one
Can I,
can do the
recite?
can do the recite, but I don't know, maybe minimize.
อ๋อเดี๋ยวขอดูเดี๋ยวดูว่าเขาย่อนั่น ถ้าเปิดมาครับฟอนต์เป็น
You cannot see the
ก็ดีนะครับตัดปัญหาทูบาร์ที่ว่าเก่งกาจ
如
哦
果有那
อ๋อมัน
个
มีติ๊กออก
授课的话，应该根本就不想。
ชอบให้มันไม่
显
เต็ม
示不好，这个显示，
มันเล็กก
因
ว่า
为我的
ข้างนอก
屏幕是高分辨率的，会有一些问题。
Can we see the
ดีไว้
driver?
ดีไว้มีเลยดีไว้
This one. is not
NVIDIA,
3D,
right?
right?
This server not 3D, so don't have.
It's just normal server.
It's just the basic
Did
server.
I,
that's
did I
the-
add a graphic card?
So if you have the NVIDIA, it's the same. You will see when NVIDIA logo in here.
And
Yes,
also
and,
you can check the lessons in the NVIDIA too.
NVIDIA, I don't know other solution, but I think the solution will be similar. NVIDIA have a lesson server. Every client will connect to the lesson server to get the lessons to control it. And the lessons we can provide for normal desktop or for the workstation up to performance.
Is it absurd? Not can.
Yeah, this one can change.
Not can say.
Not can.
This one can change. The server can be changed. This one actually this is the login page. This one is just like a SSL VPN. It's about, so if the SSL you want to change to the trusted one, you can change on our platform, no problem.
อันนี้คือก็คือเครื่องคือ LVD เรียกว่าอยู่ใน
That we have to purchase the SSL. and
No,
it's
it's building.
include
Building.
And not only built in the SSL too. We have many in
Maybe,
the in the IAM. We have many authentication way. We also can be integrated with the VDI too, such as SMS, something like
yeah,
this
yeah,
kind
that's
of.
really
Yeah, a lot of the authentication way.
Because this platform is the management, so it's already building the SSL VPN feature. So from this one, you can manage all the thing client, including the SN number and user something, and manage all the VM and everything is web. You can see the current status and the power off or something.
This web management is require Java or Flash?
No.
Web based.
Fully web based. Actually, we have two web console. The first one is the one you just say. The second one we call VDC is the main controller, normal operation on it. The second is the virtualized like hypervisor part.
Managed platform.
So this hypervisor part mainly you're doing is create a template, and the other thing after you create a template, this one can leave alone, no need to care.
Mainly it's in the virtual VDC, virtual desktop controller.
Yeah,
another
this one
VM.
later when I introduce the HCI, you will see both HCI and this one is the same UI. That means if you know this one how to use, you know HCI how to
I
use.
see.
You can create the
อันนี้ยังไฮเปอร์เซอร์ยังเข้าขายไฮเปอร์เซอร์ยัง
You have like separate sales for hypervisor?
No, no. For VDI, no.
for hypervisor you can choose for HCI part.
or if we use to another
Cannot.
ออก
เอามาใช้ครับบอกไง
Only
It's a
Sangfor.
dedicated solution.
End-to-end solution.
อ๋อ
Like you can build a server for record center. The VDC this one actually is the that one is just the virtual desktop.
But later, if you're listening about our hypervisor, we only have one version, standard version. It's mainly equal with the VMware Enterprise Edition.
Like with the
โอ้เลยนะ
can be พัฒนาบน channel กัน
The function is equal to vSphere Enterprise Edition.
You also have other edition right
No, right now.
or only one as you
Only
say
one, only one.
Because for that one only have actually only one edition
Yeah.
enterprise. Easy, no need to consider many
Right.
lessons. It
Right.
provide all the feature inside.
We provide all features inside. And the lessons is perpetual.
everything's there
The word best practice for install antivirus on VDI.
Normally it's also the like right now normally you can use the agent based agent based on every kind. And actually, as I know in China, we have the cooperation with Kaspersky. They provide the more integrated solution with us. Normally, I think even for most of the virtual environment, they will use the agent based and have a real anti-rust server inside. Because you can install the agent on the client side, and you also can create a virtual machine to doing the server business, basic server. You want to okay, this one we not recommend for the real business like ERP something, but if some system close related with the virtual desktop, like file sharing, like AD something, is okay to build inside. Also, right now can support the Ubuntu desktop.
I don't see Windows Server 2016.
Right now for this version, not yet have the 2016 support because it's the basic feature. Maybe next launch we'll add it on. But for the HCI solution, fully support because it's the same platform. For this one, it's just since Windows Server is the additional, not the key part, so they not add it inside. But later, if for the HCI, it's already have everything.
Sangfor technical support can support all of
Yeah, can serve for sure. They have the support also have the full document and training. I also have the online community for all the document.
You can download the document and feedback some case in here, open the case in here too. The response time normally is around 2 minutes.
Like in the working hours, you can send email or have the live chat.
Live chat also.
Yeah. And if you want any documents, you can search. Have a lot of user manual and the version change or anything, you can find it in the document.
You also can be called to Steven.
I see
on the
Local support. And we also have the Thai engineer too. Yeah. Okay, apart from this, I will introduce some more little bit about our promotion to you. This one is will be more sales, more care. And just now we have named Potion, right? As we said, we are the end-to-end solution. Sangfor mainly every product is just 3 parts: hardware, software, and A. Hardware right now we got the server, right? And also if the optional, that will be the VDC will be the hardware one, that is the optional. If over 300 user, concurrent user. Another one is the software, is the VDI license. Yes, concurrent VDI license. Another one we call VS module. This one is the virtual storage module. Yeah, we need to use the virtual storage, right? finally is after MA is the hardware MA or software MA. In here, add one more thin client.
For the software, you have like how many types of license, like user license, content license?
This one, only one license.
One license.
Only one license.
User license and one for virtual storage license.
Yeah. This one is for maintenance, right?
You don't have like content license.
No. VDI license is concurrent license.
Okay.
Yeah.
VS
concurrent
license is one time for the storage.
It's for the storage, virtual storage, VS module, virtual storage.
license per user.
VS is one time per
Per server.
per
Per
server.
server.
Per server. Per
But
server.
if you want a third party server, we calculate by call, per call. Okay? Yeah, it's per call. And for right now the promotion, if the software including the same client, VDI license, software MA 3 years. 3 years.
3 years
เหมือนใน V แสนคือ hypervisor วีแยกว่า V
Yeah, including this part, except the hardware server, right? And hardware MA right now is this
20 hour 7
For
day
yes,
软件.
就是软件啊
This price
only
just
for
software.
software,
or
not including the
software,
server. Yeah, not including the server,
license.
but including the same client. Including same client.
Including client.
Yes,
This one is priced to
partner
partner.
3 years. 3 years MA.
8,000นี่ต่อ user หรือว่า
Per user.
per user
Sure. Per user. Yeah, only software partner, not including server and not including VS module or
เต็ม
the first.
ที่เพิ่มขึ้นอีกก็ยังถูกเลยพอได้ไง8,800ต่อ user รวมติงไทยแน่นไม่รวมฮาร์ดแวร์ถ้าฮาร์ดแวร์คิดอีกครึ่งหนึ่งก็ 5,000 ก็ประมาณ10,000ต้นๆก็ถูกกว่าเขาได้ใช้ถูกกว่าครึ่งหนึ่งนะ
Very cheap, right?
Only for high list like
Partner price.
under price
Yeah.
แล้วถ้าเป็นราคาฮาร์ดแวร์เลย
ราคาฮาร์ดแวร์
มีโซลูชันแบบ
ก็ต้องเอา we have like a price for your hardware
We also have such as
the next step I want to do like the price modeling
price.
to do price modeling
Okay. I can show you one of the.
ไปที่หัวกระบอกนั่งทำ price modeling
Mm, this one will be better. I will show you.
Sure.
In here, you can see we have many type. We have 2D, 3D, Windows 10 and Windows 7, right? Different type. So, some industry you no need to care about. Some scenario we need to care, right? Such as the 2D and the Windows 10,
Right.
around 26 user, and to the partner on the software and including the hardware server, okay? And including the same client, the price total is in here. Partner price.
คือตรงนี้นะก็คือแบบ normal
Solar per user is around 20k.
I see
Yeah, around 20.
20k
เป็นแบบสอง
Around 20k per user.
I see
Okay, it's 2D, nah? This one is
Ah.
2D. And another one we have some other scenario left 45 user in here. The more user will be more cheaper.
right
It's around 16k because it's only one server. This one, right? And we also got the 3D. This one, yeah. It's the 3D one, but 3D, as you know, it's very expensive right, now,
exactly.
including the Nvidia.
right
Right. And this one is per user is around 43k.
43k
เหมือนเป็นแบบไม่รู้
we have detailed comparison, and this one is very cheaper than Citrix. I think it's around 30%, more than 30% should be. Yeah, as we compare.
hardware include HA
Including HA designing in the
because we use the
multi-copy.
multi-copy already, so that one
if one server
Oh, one server fail, right? You mean one server fail?
that's this one. When one server fails, we can auto migrate.
I mean this type
Only one server.
only one
Yeah, only one server. If this server down, then down.
But that server will support the one disk failure.
Yeah, on this failure.
One disk
If
failure
this
okay.
is okay, yes. This is we designing for the promotion. But normally, if you wanna have the backup server or spare server, you can buy another server.
if I have two server up can we use the 10 gig
Yeah, normally it
Normally.
depends on the sizing.
or the
We have two connections. One is for the user side, so I connect desktop to the user. Another side for storage. If you have two servers, just directly attach. One server no need. Yeah, two servers directly attach. If three server, normally we recommend for the storage side to use 10 gig to do the connection. Got a better performance. Just you mentioned like vSAN or Nutanix also same concept. And for the user side, it's depending on how many users.
10 gigs but on static switch from Sangfor
Which we don't have.
No, we don't have.
We don't provide. But we have some cooperation with the such as the SIS can be provided. Yeah.
Because they just have the switch or with some other vendors.
license university VDA
You need to buy
That one is from
buy
Microsoft.
in separately.
license
Windows, Microsoft,
Windows,
as I said.
Then the software related lessons on Windows is on
Yeah, it's on the
software.
way.
management console run on Windows server or
No, management is on our platform directly.
okay not
It's no need to have another
Lessons.
lessons or another server for management. It's building on the platform.
Any question? Just keep asking because what next I gonna do the deep dive.
Right. And a little bit later, I can share a list table to you. Yeah, a little bit later.
Thanks.
Yes, but cannot share to the marketplace. This one is for only valuable partner normally.
protocol
What is the protocol?
For user,
the user
we have our own protocol for user access. We call SRAP.
SRAP.
It's fully Sangfor developed.
ที่ว่า Citrix เป็น ICA ใช่ไหม
what's the
Citrix for
RCP.
this one. Maybe I need to check. Forgot the port number for this one.
we can use the firewall to open
Yeah, for sure you can go through the firewall. No need to add the additional thing.
And this is our, we got the patent for the SRAP.
Citrix always like said that their protocol is the lightest,
That's the
like
farthest
the
one.
fastest one. Always talk this.
Quite normal.
Normal.
Depend on the real environment sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
for the thing and access to the VDI when open the YouTube the CPU can compute on the big end on
Right now for this one we call the video direction. Right now we for the YouTube.
Including I think
Including because this feature is under developing. Which before in China, the video website is based on Flash, so they do the Flash reaction. So for Flash based already okay. For YouTube is based on HTML5. So this feature is under developing. Should be within this year.
this means that encoding and decoding made it at the server.
Right now it's still on the server, so that reason currently we recommend if you have a strong requirement for the video, we recommend for the GPU related solution, or maybe higher the spec of each user. That means maybe a little bit higher for the performance. But for the HTML5 redirection is underway.
For the HTML5 compute on
Right now it's for later we'll have the feature for the video compute on the we'll redirect to the same client to compute.
ถ้านั้น
เฉพาะวิดีโอเขาบอกว่าพอ
ใช่
ใจ
ถ้านั้นติงให้ก็ต้องมีรุ่นที่มันสูงๆไงก็คือ
ต้อง
ไม่
เป็
ได้
น
ธรรม
ติด
ดา
ของ Sangfor อย่างเดียว
So do you have like can I use other thing kind other brand thing kind
Right now,
Right
no.
now,
No, sorry.
Yeah, so it's like a
But for the same client for us, it's quite cheap, very cheap. And I think it have some testing with the same client. So we normally guarantee our same client will be the user experience will be
So
great.
because this will not like other thing can you consider about the support for both sides. For us, we ensure the same client will be able to support the platform.
So this means that in the future, if your solution can decoding at the thin client, maybe you have other thin client model like high performance.
Yeah, something like it depends on the solution. Just two things. First, using our SIM client, when the platform upgrade, the SIM client will continue to upgrade also. So we will got the latest feature, no need to change the SIM client. Another thing, if in the future have more advanced solution that will need a new module of SIM client or something, we will launch the new module also.
If there are some requirement like for customer that they require video, we also have to do the price comparison because your solution needed GPU.
Just for this moment.
Yeah,
For this moment.
just moment. So the next step gonna be like this team gonna take a deep dive of the demos.
That's great.
We're gonna have like making our demo scenarios.
Yes.
We
That's
make
great.
a report, internal report.
Steven, could you create line group maybe?
Yeah, I think maybe you can start try out for the
Yeah.
online, and if you have the list out your scenario, maybe we can provide the real on-premise to testing. Maybe it should be better. The online maybe just try to get familiar with the platform.
Sure.
And today maybe a time limit.
Sure.
So we just introduce for the
Okay.
VDI first.
Okay.
Okay. And finally, I will show you another thing.
Yes. And the next is I'm gonna make the price modeling. Under design, we're gonna discuss among us like we're gonna like 50 user packages like that to see the price.
You like me?
Yeah.
嗯。
พวกคนเราลองเทสดูก่อนเนาะว่าเขาเล่นดู
ก็คือจะเปิดข่าว
ใช่
然后你
แล้วจากนั้นก็
create
เราโอเคเราใช้มีเดียแล้วก็เปิดมา
看清楚。
เขาตั้งมาตั้งให้เราสักหนึ่งแล้วบอกอยากให้ลองเล่นก็ลองไปเลยพวกบอกว่าศึกษาก่อนเผื่อบางทีไปชวนแข่งงานหรือแล้วกลับกันอ่ะเดี๋ยวเรามานั่งดีไซน์กันเรามานั่งคุยกันก่อนเช่น50 ยูเซอร์กี่ตังค์อะไรเงี้ยดูแล้วเราจะลองช่วยดีไซน์หรือว่าให้ดีไซน์ถูกให้เห็นหลายอย่างมันอยู่ตรงไปมันไม่ต้องมีมันไม่ต้องมีช่วยมันจะได้ลองลองราคาดูแล้วดูดิว่ามันสู้ได้ไหม
纯的文字在谈东西，随便放个链接，好像是
ไม่ต้องพูดถึงวิดีโอไหนเส้นแบบก็คือ
ไม่ต้องเสียวิดีโอเซิร์ฟเวอร์ไหนเส้น
ใช่ดูดีมากเขาก็คิดมา
ถ้าเขาแค่ตอนเนี้ยระหว่างรอบนั้นที่เข้ามาเป็นเซิร์ฟอันเนี้ยใช่ไหม
เสือเสือเนี่ยไม่ได้
จริงจะเหมือนกันที่ทุกอย่างน้องออนเซอร์ก็จะไฮเปอร์ไวเซอร์คอนโทรลเลอร์มาซื้อแยกนะจริงก็ใช้คู่กันตัวแต่เนี้ยเหมือนกันเห็นว่าหน้าเว็บเขาเป็นภาษาอังกฤษ
อย่างนี้ถ้าเกิดถ้าสมมติว่าเรามี
ช็อปเลย
ลูกค้าที่ไม่ต้องใช้กราฟิกแอปพลิเคชันเลยแต่ต้องใช้ YouTube
แบบไลฟ์แบบไลฟ์
แต่ถ้าเกิดแต่สมมติเป็นไลฟ์หมดแหละแต่สมมตินะเขาต้องการ YouTube พวกเนี่ยไม่เสียเปรียบนะถูกปะเพราะต้องใช้ทีวีใช่ถ้าซีดีก็จะดู
ตรงนั้นไม่เปลี่ยนหรอก
ไม่ได้พูดถึง
อ๋อใช่
ส่วนใหญ่
เขาบ
ลู
อก
กค้าก็
ยกเว้นทีม NSA จะดูได้ อยู่ในพิเศษจริงๆ YouTube ไม่จำเป็นต้องใช้กราฟิก GPU ที่วาโก้ว่าอย่างนี้
Just for the YouTube, maybe because I just last month I got the update. They will continue to optimize this part. Maybe I will back and check again of our process. And I think maybe we can create a line group
Sure,
for the
sure,
testing.
sure.
Okay.
Maybe I can add you.
So